Are you overwhelmed with the need to create fresh, engaging social media content? In this video, I'm going to show you how to create bulk designs for any platform of your choice using the Bulk Create tool. Utilize this tool to supercharge your productivity and create even more content for any platform of your choice. Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, you name it, you can create your designs using the Bulk Create feature while being consistent and never missing another post. If you want to learn to do this, keep watching. Today, we're doing a deep dive into Canva, showing you how to create bulk designs effectively. So if you've ever needed to design multiple graphics at once, this tutorial is definitely for you, and it will help you to save a lot of time, especially if you are going to create a design that requires minimal text changes. All right, so the first thing we want to do is to go to Canva Docs, because this is where we are going to use the AI powered feature on Canva called the Magic Write tool to come up with some content ideas. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is to select the plus sign. If you don't click the plus sign, you also have the option of selecting the backslash. So in this case, we're going to select the plus sign, and here we're going to see multiple actions, and the one we're going to select is Magic Write. So Magic Write is powered by AI, which is artificial intelligence, and it will give you suggestions on the type of content you want to create, right? So it pretty much does the work for you. So I'm going to select Magic Write, and here I'm going to write, give me 10 Canva tips for entrepreneurs, and I'm going to select generate, and it will generate the 10 Canva tips for entrepreneurs. Now, the Magic Write tool is one of the features, a part of the Canva Pro, so it is not available with the free version of Canva, and this tool is pretty good to help you to create content for captions, blog posts, and just like this, easy and quick tips for any industry you can think about. So what we're going to do is to copy the tips that was generated, and we're just going to keep that on our clipboard, and then we're going to go back over to the home page of Canva, and in the search bar we are going to type Instagram quote. So pretty much we are going to do a bulk creation for Instagram, and I'm using the Instagram quote because it's easier in this case just to create the Canva tips. When we select Instagram quote, we're going to see multiple templates that we can scroll through and choose from. In this case, I am looking for a template that is pretty easy to utilize, and one that we can also just go through and make some edits. So I'm going to choose this template here. And once I select this template, I'm going to choose, or should I say, select customize this template. So what we're going to do is to go in and make some changes to the template. I'm going to use my brand colors. Of course, I am going to leverage the brand kit in order to change this template and customize it to fit my brand. So one of the first things you always want to ensure is that when you are creating your designs for Instagram, that it is cohesive with your brand and you're using the brand colors, right? That is representative of your brand, and the brand kit is a great way to leverage that. So I have my design here, and from my color palette, I can just click shuffle, and it can just give me different use of colors once I select the shuffle, right? So I can either keep these elements or I can remove them. The choice is mine, but pretty much I am just playing around with the colors. And this, once you have created your brand kits and have your colors and your fonts and everything together, of course, this is just a great way to go in and make some changes to your template, or to the Canva template, right? To make it your own. All right, so I'm settling with this. I thought I was. I'm going to settle with this color palette and just the use of colors. What I'm going to do is to make it a bit more of my own. So I'm going to remove or just play around with some of the colors here. I am going to change the transparency, drop it in the background, and I'm going to remove some of the elements, right? So I just want to make this my own, and I'm going to just play around with the layout. So for me, one of the things I like to do is to utilize different elements from Canva and create my very own pattern. You can do the same too, just to make your design just unique and, for your brand. All right, so I'm going to do one more change here, and then I'm going to show you how you can make the most of creating multiple designs using the bulk create feature in Canva. So now that we have made some adjustments to the existing template, I'm going to go to the left hand panel and I'm going to select apps. Once I select apps, I am going to scroll all the way down until I see more from Canva, and then I'm going to select bulk create. So with bulk create, it's just a simple tab, and what we're going to do here is now to enter our data manually. So you have two options. You can enter your data manually, or you can upload using a CSV file. I will have that video created for you. So if you want to learn how to upload your CSV file and create your document or just your design, using the bulk create feature, then you want to subscribe to this channel and keep posted, right? But in today's video, I'm showing you how to enter your data manually. So I'm going to select enter data manually. I'm going to clear my table. So that's one of the first things you want to do. I can go ahead and add another column. I can go ahead and add another row. But in this case, I'm just simply going to copy and paste. So remember that remember the Canva tips that were generated from Canva Docs, and using Magic Write, I'm going to simply go paste and paste all those elements from my clipboard, right? And I'm going to give it an edit title. So I can go ahead and call it Canva Tips. Then, because I am doing a post that is giving some tips, it would be good to make some reference as relates to who created the post. So in this column, I am going to write social media handle. And in this column, I'm going to insert my social media handle. And I can just go ahead and copy and paste. So now that we have our content, we can delete any unnecessary row. And then if we also want to, we could add another row, right? Another column, I should say, and that could be anything. So in this case, I'm going to add just another row and show you, right, what that could be. And you could just, maybe if you want to put like a disclaimer or anything, then you could put it here. But we're not going to do anything here today. We're just going to focus on two columns, one for Canva tips and one for social media handle. Then I'm going to select done. Once I've selected done, what you want to do is to ensure that you select the section where you want to put your Canva tips or wherever you want to put your quotes or, your content. And in this case, I'm going to select the three dots, which gives me an option to connect to my data. And I'm going to select Canva tips. And then I'm going to go now and select where we had our author name, and I'm going to select the three dots again, and I'm going to go to connect data, and I'm going to select the social media handle. Once we've done that, we're going to go to continue, and here we're seeing all the text that we inserted in the table, and I have the option of selecting If I want to select all, that's fine. It was already pre-selected. But if, for instance, for any reason I don't want to use a particular tip or code, then of course I can deselect it. So now I'm going to generate 8 pages. So this actually opens up in a new file, and what you're seeing here are the Canva tips, and it is that easy. It literally took you seconds to create your document your designs. All right. And as I said, it is perfect for persons who are creating designs that require minimal text changes, example like names and dates and numbers, right? And like I said, it takes nothing, absolutely nothing for you to create your document using this feature. I want to show you one more thing before we go, and that is if for any reason you want to resize your design for a different platform, or for for whatever reason, maybe you have created an Instagram post but you want to resize it for an Instagram story, or maybe you want to resize it for LinkedIn, then you can go to the top panel where we see file and resize, and we're going to select resize. Resize is an available feature in Canva Pro, and if you don't have access to Canva Pro, you want to try Canva Pro, you can utilize it by clicking the link in my description, where you'll get access to utilizing Canva Pro free for 30 days. So in this case, when we utilize the resize tool, we can simply search for the format we want to resize this document into. So, you have some options here. You'll see based on what I utilized earlier in terms of an Instagram story, YouTube intro. But if, for instance, I don't see any suggestions and I have something in mind, then of course I can go for it and do that. What the resize tool helps you with is that you don't have to worry about dimensions. Once you know where you want your design to go, whether it's for print, digital, or anything, then of course you can just go ahead and just select the format. All right. In this case, we selected Instagram story. I'm going to select copy resize. Again, a new file is open, and because the file is resized, what we'll be required to do now is to make some minor adjustments to the layout. All right, so you can reposition your elements, you can make your text larger. All right, so yeah, it's that easy, and pretty much you'd replicate it for the other designs. I can even delete this element if I want, right? Make it larger. And if you see anything that is a bit jumbled, then of course you can go ahead and make the adjustments just as how I am doing here. All right. And that is it, guys. If you have any additional questions about how to resize your documents in Canva, or how to bulk create in Canva using these features, these Canva Pro features, or these features generally, then of course you can drop a comment in the box below, in the comment box below. And of course, if you want to learn how to create bulk designs utilizing the data source of your CSV file, then of course you can check out my upcoming video on my channel at Carey Digital. If you enjoyed this Canva tutorial, give this video a thumbs up and leave your comment in the box below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to get more Canva tutorials just like this.